Today in India, we are faced with a big problem. We have a population of nearly 1.4 billion people, and this creates a massive demand for vital resources such as water. And yet, many of our major population centers are situated on top of aquifers that can easily supply the water we need. My name is Tharush Ramdas, and today I'm going to tell you about a solution known as proper aquifer management. There are aquifers all over India and the world, but today I'm going to be focusing on the aquifer located in ECR Chennai, where I live. This aquifer is over 20 kilometers long and supplies most of the city with water. What is an aquifer? An aquifer is a layer of loose underground rock that holds a reservoir of water and makes up the groundwater table. Water is absorbed by the ground and filters down through layers of sediment till it reaches an impermeable layer of rock or clay. The water then collects and forms an aquifer. Most of the water we use for farming or drinking comes from aquifers in the form of groundwater. And the water gets depleted if we use it faster than the aquifer can be replenished. This is what is happening in Chennai, especially during the summer. In certain areas, the groundwater is overused to supply the whole city, leading to water scarcity. Another problem is that the fresh water of the aquifer and the seawater are fighting a battle. The seawater is constantly trying to enter the aquifer, but the fresh water is able to push back, creating a stable transitionary zone. However, due to overpumping in certain areas, that delicate balance has been broken, leading to the groundwater in areas like Besanagar to become brackish and undrinkable, further contributing to water shortages. During the monsoon season, many low-lying areas are flooded, causing large amounts of property damage. And most of the water that could have been used in rainwater harvesting is lost. To prevent this, the government has come up with the idea of stormwater drains that funnel the rainwater into the sea to prevent flooding. However, this doesn't solve the problem that these areas are below the water table level, meaning that the water cannot filter into the already full aquifer and ends up flooding the streets. So, what is our solution to this problem? We propose that the government build a series of water towers near low-lying areas. During the monsoon season, these water towers would be connected to pumps that would pump out the groundwater, lowering the water table so that the rainwater can filter into the ground, preventing flooding. And any overflow in the water towers could be used to supply the city with water. The water can be stored in the tanks until the summertime when the groundwater isn't being replenished by the rain. As the groundwater is depleted and the salt water starts entering the aquifer, the tanks can pump the stored water back into the ground, maintaining the balance between the fresh water and seawater, as well as helping to supply the city. The potential for this solution is enormous. Newer technologies such as artificial intelligence can be incorporated to monitor water levels or optimize water flow. And if perfected, this solution can be implemented nationally and even internationally to help end the global water crisis.